Okay, hi, my name is Tanika, and I am, I guess, an interior decorating enthusiast, and I've shown maybe a couple of videos on this channel of just the things that I'm interested in regard to styling and decorating. So today is, I guess, like somewhat of an introduction to a room refresh that I've already started. And right now we're in my primary bedroom. I had I guess the strike of inspiration to paint this room like maybe a year ago, but the original direction I wanted to go with was completely opposite than what you're probably seeing right now. We are going in a more of a moody direction. Originally I wanted a sky blue to go with some of the elements in the room, the darker elements. I have really dark furniture, like our bed headboard and our dresser, dark wood furniture in here, and I wanted something really bright and calm. But the more I thought about that, I just felt like it wasn't the direction I wanted to go with in this space. Sorry, needed some refreshment. But anyway, so one of the deciding factors in the paint color in this space was the curtains that we have had hung up in our space. They are a beautiful burgundy linen, and they just jump started this whole direction of a tone on tone moment that I wanted for this space. I picked up tons and tons of swatches from many different places, and ultimately I ended up with a very tone on tone color. I originally, when I decided I wanted something that was similar to the curtain color, I wanted it to be maybe 3 shades lighter, just so that it's kind of a subtle tone on tone. But when I picked up swatches for like a lighter version of burgundy, it just ultimately leaned to pink. When you think of burgundy and you try to go lighter than that, it's always going to be kind of a mauvey type of pinky shade, right? So I don't have anything against pink, and I think sometimes some muddier pink colors can be very neutral in a space and very nice. But I ended up with this color called Bateau Brown, I believe it's called, from Sherwin, and I think that it's turning out to be spectacular. So I just wanted to bring you on and kind of get you introduced to what's going on in here, because I do plan on putting more videos up, and I've just been inspired. So right now I'm going to finish up painting. I'll show you what I've done so far, and I'm going to continue on and also show you around and let you see what we've done so far. Okay, so we're entering into our bedroom. It's a very cozy size. It's not a huge primary bedroom, but I think that that's perfect for us, and I do enjoy being on the first level where we're at right now, right next to our son's bedrooms. So anyway, you enter into the room and you see our bed, which for some may not be the correct feng shui, but for us that's what worked better for this layout of the room. So anyway, as you can see, I've already started painting. So we started with the doors and the trim, and I plan to do the entire room minus the ceiling this color, the Bateau Brown, and it's in a matte finish. I didn't want to do it in a finish that had sheen to it because the walls in here are not very perfect, and I feel like matte really hides a lot of the imperfections and just the many layers of the walls. This right here is a swatch that I had that was in a satin finish, and as you can see, it's kind of has a bit of a sheen to it, a bit of a glare, and in comparison to the matte, it's completely nice and smooth and flat. So that's just my preference. But because the trim is very minuscule, just really basic builder grade trim, I didn't find it necessary to paint it and a higher gloss. I just want it to disappear, to be honest. It's nothing special. So I think that's a great tip. If you have trim that's not really anything special and you can't afford to upgrade it, just paint it the same color as the wall with the same sheen, and it just kind of just feels just like one piece. And so that's why I wanted to do that with the doors as well. These flat panel doors, hollow core, they're nothing special, so there's no need to accentuate it with a gloss finish or semi-gloss. So the room is, like I said, not huge, and because I have all the furniture kind of pushed in, I'm trying to paint around it right now, just because I really didn't think this through, and I cannot be bothered with moving everything out. So we're just doing what we can. But yeah, the layout of the room is our bed here, and we have two nightstands on either side, but they are not symmetrical. They are not the same. They're not mimicking each other. But I decided to keep this one because we use this for storage and clothing, and then do a very small narrow one here, because as you can see, that door stop, our door opens up just about there. Anything bigger would be kind of protruding into the entrance of the room. So since I had to do something a lot smaller here, I wanted it to be at least similar tone, or similar in style and tone really, to our nice antique curved dresser here. I love this dresser so much. I got this on Facebook Marketplace for like, I don't know, $80, I believe. I can't remember, but it was in decent condition, and I just revived her up with a little bit of restore finish and changed out the knobs. So yeah, this has been with us for quite some time. And yeah, our headboard is this curved headboard from Pottery Barn, I believe. And it is a set with this dresser, but to not make it so matchy, I swapped out the knobs that it came with and gave them these unlacquered brass, which are now perfectly patinaed. And yeah, I think that's a great tip too, to just swatch out the knobs and the handles to furniture to give it not so much of an out of the box look. But anyway, just trying to give you an idea of the space. And these are those curtains that I talked about, the linen curtains. They are lined, so they do block out the sun. They're not blackout, but they definitely block out the sun. And because they kind of actually do make the room pretty dark, I have added these linen-like shears from Amazon. They're a back tab, and they're just on a tension rod. Nothing too special, nothing too fussy, but it works, you know. So I got them in like a 50-inch, and they just kind of stop right there. And I have my curtains open and have this diffusing the light, and while also giving a little bit of privacy. But yeah, so the main star of the space would be these curtains, because they have been the inspiration. That tone on tone is going to be very good. This room is going to feel very dark, but just cozy and just like a hug. That's what I wanted it to feel like. So the plan here is to roll the walls now that I've painted the trim. I'm gonna have to do some touch-ups and paint the trim over here as well. I didn't get a chance to get over here. Over the bed, the plan is to put a nice piece of art. Two small, very simple sconces that are kind of minimal in style. Just to kind of play with the scale of this heavy headboard. I wanted something very simple, brass, right here above both ends of the headboard. And I also have a mirror that I want to put above this bed, and I think I need to talk to you about that at a later time, because we're doing a little bit of a project right now on that. So this is just introducing you to the space. Hello space, hello people. And hopefully, if you find yourself interested in this project, you'll continue watching. That's my girl over here, Jessica. I'm watching her. She's the one that inspired me to just pick up this dang camera and start filming. So yeah, I'm also sharing on Instagram. So if you follow me at This Borrowed Home, you will see some of these behind the scenes. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold, but you see some of the behind the scenes to this space. And lastly, we're going to change out the light fixture. Gallery wall will go back up once we have painted the walls. If you haven't seen that, I'll pop in a picture if I can. I don't know if I'm tech savvy enough to do that, but yeah, gallery wall will wrap around. We'll eventually get the TV mounted. And anything else? I don't think there's anything different happening besides popping up some art pieces, some sconces, swapping out the light fixture, and getting this paint on the wall. So yeah, if you are interested in what I'm doing here, continue watching, because I think this room is going to be a really wonderful transformation. Usually when you go from just simple to a more dramatic, in any sense, it's always going to be a great transformation. But I feel very hopeful and confident that this space will turn out really, really nice. And I can't wait to show you. But yeah, I'm going to go and continue painting because I probably should have gotten at least all of the trim done by now. So let me continue on.
Part done. And you just saw I had to put some putty in between the two pieces of wood that we had to attach on that initial frame. So I'm going to allow some time for that to dry, and then in the morning I am going to come back, sand that, put down a coat of primer paint over top of the wood before you attach the paint and the wallpaper. So I'm going to do both of those tomorrow morning, along with getting.
So I have this kind of like corner table, plant stand. I picked it up at a yard sale over the summer, last summer, and I think I got it maybe for like $3. And I thought that this could go nicely in the corner here by this window. And because it is a like brown tone, let me show you. It's this kind of brown wood tone, and I want it to kind of just disappear. I don't want to bring in another wood tone in this space, and I thought I would just paint it the same color as the wall. And because this is a a matte paint, so I'm kind of feathering the paint on like so, just to get it to adhere. And then that last coat, I'm going to use my little mini roller and just roll it on. And yeah, once it goes back in the corner and the walls are painted, it'll just disappear, and I can put a plant on there. And yeah, just something that I thought would add a nice little touch. I, of course, forgot to film an outro, so I'll leave you here. Be sure to come back, because in the next video, we're going to finish up painting this room, and we're going to start work on an easy DIY and chat about some of the decor and art that I'll be finishing out this space with. Subscribe, like, and comment if you're interested in this type of home content. And thank you for being here.